Good morning, everyone. Happy Thursday. This is my Thursday thoughts. I like to go live every Thursday, whenever possible, to kind of give a recap of what I'm observing in the groups that I have, in my coaching practice, my one-on-ones, and my groups. And it's interesting because let me just refresh my page here for a second so I can see that I'm actually live. What happens is I see a lot of overwhelm all the time. Like, what do I do in this case? What do I do in that case? And it's great that I have these public facing groups that you can get some advice from. But I notice that there's so much advice coming into in response to your questions that sometimes I think it could make your situation even more difficult. Sometimes I can weigh in and sometimes I just don't have time to weigh in on the questions and comments that come in the group. But overall, I feel like there's a lot hitting us from every direction on how we get out of overwhelm. It's like, how do I get out of overwhelm? There's so many ways, there's so many suggestions. And the bottom line is not everything works for everybody. So when I'm coaching in my group program, Profit Insiders for Interior Designers, it's an incredible exchange of information where if one person is overwhelmed by one thing, another person, including myself, will have a suggestion for that person. You know what, in the past, I've done this, and have you tried that? And it's like a mastermind where everyone's feeding from each other and helping each other in a much more personal way because I keep the groups very small. But when you think about how to get out of overwhelm, there's so many ways, right? Having a supportive group to discuss the obstacles that you're facing is one of them. And then I'm reading from my list to make sure I don't get it wrong. And then getting out of limbo and finally making decisions. Limbo is the hardest place to be. Limbo is where we are not sure what to do. We can't make a decision. What's the right decision? You're never sure. And you kind of go back and forth with deciding, is this the right way to go or should I go another way? And when you don't have anyone to ask who is experienced in your industry or experienced with growing a business or has a different point of view as you, but in, again, understanding what you do, sometimes it gets even more confusing and it makes limbo last so much longer. So having a supportive group, getting out of limbo and finally making decisions that are going to work for you on your pricing, on your service models, on your process is really important, because without that, you're going to live for 25 years in limbo. And I've seen people do it. I mean, designers who have been in business for 20, 25 years come to me and come into my coaching programs, and they literally say, oh my God, I can't believe I did this for so long with the angst that I've been feeling, or not being happy, or not making the money I'm supposed to be making, or not sure how to charge, or not having anyone to ask, how do I grow a team? How do I grow a team that's right for my life and my business? Because everybody's different. Some people want to grow big teams. Some people want to stay one-person shows and just have a little virtual support. How do you even hire virtually? There's so many questions. How do you handle your money, your QuickBooks, or whatever system you're using for your project management? Client situations, responding to clients in a productive way, which is number 6. There's so much that goes into running a business. If you think about it, doing it alone is kind of crazy, right? I mean, I did it in the beginning and I was like, oh, it's floundering. I mean, how many more years did it take me to actually make the money I needed to make to support my life? Because I tried to do it on my own for so long. When I finally hired a coach, it's when everything changed for me. So I encourage those of you who are still struggling with, how do you price? How do you tell your clients how you price? How do you set up systems that match and are successful for your business and your life? How do you hire? How do you grow a team? What do you do when you're stuck, right? When you're by yourself and you're a one-woman or one-man show, there's nowhere to go sometimes. So you spin your wheels and you end up spending hours on the internet searching for your answers and getting everyone to weigh in. And then what happens? You get even more confused sometimes. Or you take one person's suggestion who's in a different part of the country, different pricing model, different level of experience, completely different business, and you try to apply it to your business. And then you realize 6 months to a year later, okay, that was good, but it wasn't good enough. It's still not working for my business. So, how do you get the personal service that you need to grow your business the way you want it to grow, to make the money that you want to make? You get into a coaching group. Now, I may not be the right coach for you, and that's okay. But I encourage everyone to fast forward your business to get you to the point where you are happy and flowing and making good decisions for yourself and getting the resources you need to grow a profitable business. Get into a coaching group. Our next group is starting in August. We're taking applications now. We already have quite a few in. When you fill out the application, there's no obligation to join. You will though get on my calendar for a 20-minute chat to talk about your business and to see where I think we can take you through the coaching program. I want you to think about something. If you're trying to, for the first time, get to 6 figures, then imagine if you can do that over in 1 year as opposed to 5 years. If you're already 6 figures and you're trying to get to double that, or whatever your income is, you're trying to double that, join the coaching program because that's how you're going to do it. The Profit Insiders for Interior Designers is a very specific, personalized program. You get group coaching, you get one-on-one coaching, you get access to me daily, right to my phone, walkie-talkie support. We call it my business helpline, where you ask questions, I can answer them during the day in between my sessions. So you're getting answers right away. You're getting over 100 to 150 PDFs, lessons, and trainings accessible 24/7 in the membership site. Plus, you're getting your website reviewed, your social media audited, and so much more. I can't even name it all. We give so much to this program. This is my signature program, Profit Insiders for Interior Designers. If you are struggling, fill out the application. Get on my calendar. Let's have a quick chat. And if you are not right for the program, I'm going to tell you. But when I see how much overwhelm is still going on out in this industry, the interior design industry specifically, because I do coach in other industries as well, but this is my primary. It makes me so sad because I was there. I was there as an art consultant, and I was there watching other interior designers on Long Island here in New York struggle with their staff, their profitability, their clients, their process, their sourcing, all kinds of things. And I watched it and I thought, okay, I've got to help them and get a better way for them. And that's what started me coaching. Sales, marketing, systems, process, everything is included in this program. So don't sit there and struggle anymore. Click the link, fill out the application. You'll get on my calendar to discuss whether you're a good candidate for this program. If you are not, I'm going to tell you. If I don't think it's right for you, you need a different program, even a different coach, I will tell you. That's one thing about me is I always tell the truth when I'm talking to people. If I think if I think you're going to be perfect for the program, I'm going to tell you that too. Because people who have been in my programs know that I will say to them, oh my God, you have to come in my program. I know I can double your income in a year just by you having this group to support you and helping you make good decisions. And having the resources every time you have a question. Where do I go for that? Who do I ask that? Do you know anyone who can help me with? I get all kinds of these questions. And that's my superpower, highly connected. So I can get you to where you need to go faster. When I hired my first coach for a lot of money per month, I took a deep breath and a large swallow, and I thought, okay, this is going to be good. And I'm going to make sure that it works for me. And guess what? It did. It did. You should never be without a support system because being a solopreneur is a lonely place to be and a frustrating place to be, and it makes your mind race and race and race. So click the link, fill out the application if you are struggling growing your interior design business, because I need to help you. It needs to be over with not knowing what to do and when. Get in the program. You won't be disappointed. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye, everyone.